Our web API has been deployed. Our data is available on S3 for us to start analyzing. Good. So let's jump into DataBricks. We have already got Mr. MyShark as our cluster. This is the big notebook that we wrote earlier. We should now be able to press run all, and that will load up all of the event data from our S3 bucket. Call it JSON data, and then fire off all the questions and write all that data as we need it to RDS. So let's press run all. Now it's setting up the RDS connection. This is where it's loading the actual data. Just a quick thing here on cache while it's running this. The first time it does this, it's going to have to, it's checking through all the JSON data that exists in this folder structure on S3 to say, what's the structure of it all? Does it all fit? What's the actual object type I'm going to be doing? Then it forgets everything. The very first query it says is, I need to do some stuff with that data. So it loads all that data into memory. And then at the end of it, it goes, great. If we didn't use cache, it would go, awesome, I have all the data and I will just forget everything. And then the next query that runs after this one would have to reload all the data again from S3 into memory, do the query, forget it, and then go again. So by saying cache, we're saying as soon as you've run it, that's cool. Just take note of what the entire object looks like. So what's the data frame? What is all the fields that are available in there? The first one has to do a load to say it can get all the data, and then every single one after that says the data is already available in memory and on RAM of the server. So there is our level 3. We have level 1, and we had 6 level starts on it, which is good. When Nick and I were checking this before, we had 5 level starts. So
who's been playing our game?
Someone's been playing our game, probably us, and we just didn't realize how many times we actually ran it. So great, we can see all of these things are running, and they're all running very fast, very fast, very fast. Lots of data, analytics-iness stuff happening, and I think it's probably already finished. Yes, it has actually already finished here on the 24th at 2:07 p.m. Well, I don't really have to fill in any time and content there, do I?
No.
So that whole thing took about a minute or 2, maybe 3. How long did it take? It took 2 to get through all of that. So that means we should now be able to come straight into Unity because our web API is already set up and we're already passing in the variable that we need when we need it. Let's press C for clicks.
Whoa!
Hey, check it out. We clicked here twice. Or at least more than once, and we can see we've clicked underneath, and this enables us, if we had a multi-level game going on, that we would be able, like a multi-story game in the vertical axis, we would be able to come and see underneath here where really people are actually clicking. And now we can go to, let's look at the time-based, where people are going over time, see if that gives us anything different. We need to be in the game mode for that. T for time. There we go. So there's my one where I ran over around the side, and where I ran around the side, and where you went underneath here, and then went, oh, I got spotted, and then now, did you run back around, or did you?
Nope, I think I went.
You went in there and then stopped.
I went in there, stopped, and then kept going around.
And then kept going around, yeah. So let's look at the difference between clicks. Clicks has got like all this stuff around here. It's all over the shop. So we can see where people are clicking. They're clicking all around. But then when we switch to where the player actually went to, we see a very different story. And then we look at the distance as well. We have a very different story again. All right, so let's go to the spotted and see that that one works as well. Great.
So that's from the start where he came towards us.
Yes, he came towards us there. Let's switch over to the game view. We can see where we got spotted up here a few times, and as we come underneath here, we can see there was one here a second ago. Where did it go? Game view. It's going down there, and you can see that it was we got spotted underneath him. So hooray! We have now built the analytics system. Cool. We can build a new level, and then we can create changes to it, and it's done. Very cool. Let's say we're looking at this and we go, ooh, this is interesting in that, I don't know, something interesting is happening. I wish I had something planned here.
Yeah.
Let's say there's a spot where we got spotted and we go, we shouldn't have been spotted there. Or that's actually causing a troublesome thing. So we can make a change to the level, go to level manager, and then go to, let's make a change, redeploy the entire game out to the public, and we'll call this one level version 2.
Okay.
We can make a change to it. Let's say we put a wall somewhere. I'm not expecting to see anything different out of this, but it's not going to affect our positioning of how people play the game. Maybe there's a wall there.
Mm.
I don't know, something weird's going on with that game. That's the solution that we come up with from looking at our analytics.
Mm-hmm.
We now can play this game again and go this way. Hooray!
You did it.
Everyone who plays this game since we made the change to level 3 is seeing, well, this is how it's done. How easy is this? I did increment the version to level version 2.
Cool.
There we go. So now we go to Analytics Manager and, Level Manager, just confirming, Nick, it was level version 2 now. So now we've got all these new analytic events that are being captured against the other version of the level.
Mm.
So I think this might be the last thing we need to do is two of the last things.
By time?
Sorry?
By time, Alex, really quick.
Sure. T.
Oh yeah, we already saw these.
Yep.
So we got the D.
Yep.
And
clicks.
Clicks.
And
Cool.
spotted.
Spotted.
Yep.
Cool.
So the only thing is that now that we've got a version 2 of the level and a version 1 of the level, we can see all our analytics call is doing at the moment is just get me all of it. Everything for the level. So the last thing we want to do is put in a, what do we call it? An interface with buttons on the screen that we can click and say, like,
cool, that'd be cool.
I don't want to have to remember the magic keystrokes in analytics mode.
Mm.
And then we need a way to be able to filter to which level version we want to capture.
Yep, cool.
And that will be it.
Sweet.
Awesome. So we'll get started on that in the next video.
All right, sounds good.